So Grace, the floor is yours. Let's cheer for Grace.
Okay. Wow. Is it on? Okay, awesome. Wow, Kennedy, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really glad to be here today, and seeing the room is so full, it means something is really shifting. You know, when Kennedy was going through or put up the immigrant cycle, he was so describing my life when I came to Canada. My first credit card was $3,000. Can you imagine? First time I ever had a credit card. I didn't even know what a credit card was prior to coming to Canada. And then the first one was $3,000. A few months later, I was qualified for $5,000. I was eligible for $5,000. And when I got that call, what did you think I said? Yes! And I was $5,000. Before you knew it, I was $10,000. What do you think happened? I blew it. I maxed my credit card and I could not pay back that money. So thank you for sharing that. It's so true. You know, a lot of times people say that attitude is everything. You know, they keep saying, oh, you have to have the right attitude because attitude is everything. I say mindset is everything. Because when we have the right mindset, we will by default have the right attitude. We will process things the right way. We will analyze things the right way. We will listen the right way. We will hear the right way. You know, someone said that it depends how you hear what was said. That's why something can be said to 5 people. And when you ask them later, they will give you completely different interpretation to just that one thing that was said. So when we have the right mindset, we'll have the right attitude, and every other thing become really different and easier. You know, I say to people that the people who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the circumstances of their life are the ones who actually do. Which is why I'm so happy, I'm so excited about what Kennedy is doing, because a lot of people have no idea how money works. You know, in the past when I go to the bank and you know how you go and then they put your card and they see your balance, they see all those things, and then they start having those conversations, I felt so important. I felt like, wow, they really like me. You know, and then they'll say, I really want to help you. There's this debate. When I got to know what is going on, when I got to understand that I am on the 3rd list. I'm the 3rd person on the priority list of that teller. Because the first person is the investor. They were hired to make the investor make more money. And the second person is them. They are a paycheck. They have a life to live. They have bills to pay. I am like the 3rd on the list. When I understood all that, then when they say, I want to help you, I say, no, you want to do business with me. Because if you had checked my credit, it wasn't good. You didn't see any savings, nothing. You will not be having this conversation with me. So don't make this thing look like it's all about me, right? But that's what happens when we get to know better. Oprah said, when we know better, we do better. You know, when we really understand. You know, people will say, the sky is the limit. You know, last month I was in one conference and this person did this presentation, was amazing. And she said, you know, I have given you all the information, so, you know, the sky is the limit, so it's up to you what you do, what I've just given you. And I'm like, no, do we still say that? Even with the whole knowledge we have now, people going to the moon and all these things, is there still the sky being the limit? I say there are no limits because I now understand. I get to know that in terms of what we can do, be, have, receive, you know, all the barriers, the walls, the boundaries that we might encounter in the process only exist in our minds. It's all up here. Those debilitating beliefs telling you it won't work, you don't know enough, you don't have it. Can you promise me that when you hear those voices, you will say, shut the hell up? Because I might not know everything I need to know. Because no one ever knows all they need to know to start. You just need to want to do it. You just need to want to change it. You just need to, say, I need to make some changes here. I grew up in an environment where a lot of the conversations were around lack, not enough. Do you think we pluck money from the tree? Or go, Mom, I need this. Really? Do you really think I take a look at the orange tree. What did you see that I said orange? Okay, it's not money, right? So I had to do a lot of inner work to become who I am today. I had to really give myself to learning and education and reading books and all of these things to know what I know today, to even impact the lives I'm even impacting. So I'm just going to give you 5 points here. I call it my simple way to success. So the first thing is have an ignited vision, goal or dream. And I'm so happy you're here today because to leave your home on a Saturday and be here is because there's something you want. You're looking forward to something. Something in you said, let me just go. I might just learn something that might make a difference in my life. So have an ignited dream, a goal. And why do I say ignited? Let it become something that it's really, as they'll say, the last thing you think before you go to bed, the first thing you think before you wake up. The second point is when you have that dream, you have that goal, you have that vision. Your goal is here, your vision is here, your dream is here, but you are somewhere here. You have to become a vibrational match for that goal, that vision. Amazingly, you are here today to learn from some experts. And that is the steps you take. That is how you get to learn to become the vibrational match for that vision, that dream. So what's your financial dream? When you think of yourself 2 years from now, 12 months from now, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, I don't do 10 years goals. I do short term. I prefer short term. But what is your goal? What's your dream? What's your vision? What's your financial goal? You are here. You are fortunate to be here. Not everybody that saw the flyer or saw the video of this conference that came, but you did. So the third thing is have a burning desire. Let it be something that you really want. My daughter had an opportunity to speak in one of my conferences. She's a lawyer, by the way, a family law. She practices family law. She said when she was doing her articles, things were so hard, and she got to a point where she said to herself, Dale, you have two options. You either win or you win. Right? That's what the burning desire will do to you. You get to that point where you really want to make that change in your finances. You really want to come out of that place of paycheck to paycheck life or counting dollars, arguing with your spouse about what to buy, not to buy, when to buy, what to do. To buy the brand name or the generic name and stuff. You're tired of looking forward to this, sales. You got it. You got to that point where you say, listen, it's either I win or I win. It's either I change this thing or I change this thing. It's not two ways. The fourth point is befriend your fears. Do you think when you set out to do those things, fear will not set in? Fear will show up. I call mine enemy of progress. Give it a name. Befriend your fears. We can never get rid of fear. Don't make no mistakes. At every level, every time you set out to achieve a new goal, that level of fear will show up. So don't try learning how to get rid of it. Befriend it. You know how they say, keep your friends close and keep your enemy even closer. Befriend your fear. When it shows up, you say, I know you. I know your ugly face. I'm going to either do this or I do this. Irrespective of what happens. It will remind you of different things. You remember the other time you tried, it didn't work? So what makes you think it's going to work now? You remember how you had that other credit card, you maxed it, and then you had to do consolidation, and then you got back on your feet, and now you think you're not going to go through the same cycle? Tell your fear that I have learned a little bit more than I know now a little bit more than I knew then when I made that first mistake. I always say to people, when you fail, for those who believe there's failure, it's a feedback. It's just saying you don't know enough. Go ask. Sign up for financial literacy classes. We have Rise and Shine University. Buy Kennedy's book. Learn, ask questions, do more research, and then wake up and go back stronger. And then the last point is action. We are here today we're going to be listening from experts, learning so much. We'll take down notes. We'll write notes and take down notes and take down notes. But if we leave this place today without signing up to take some financial literacy classes, I bet you tomorrow you will look at those notes, you're like, what was I even thinking, right? It won't even make sense to you anymore. A lot of the things you write, that will not make sense to you. So take inspired action. This is the time to take action. Don't leave this place today without taking a step, whether it's the book or the classes or whatever the case, of booking time to meet with Kennedy and so that he can answer all your questions. Do something. Don't just leave and hope that you'll reach out later. Because I bet you, as you leave that door, a phone call will come and life will continue. So thank you so much. Thank you, Kennedy, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, let's give it up for Grace. Thank you so much.